Hello again. This is the third of my sets of hints and tips about presenting, and this is all about you and how you present. Now, I know that lots of people are very nervous before they begin a big presentation, and we'll try and address that. But I want to start by asking you to look in the mirror before you go on for your presentation. Is your hair tidy? Have you got spinach on your teeth? Are you dressed appropriately? Are your buttons done up wrong? Those are silly small things, but actually making them right can help you with your confidence. I want you in these presentations to be your passionate, enthusiastic self, because passion and enthusiasm goes a very long way, and people will remember that. The first thing to do when you get up to the podium is center yourself. When you start speaking, often because you're very nervous, your mouth is dry, you have a very squeaky voice, your shoulders are up by your ears. And when you've got a squeaky voice, the only way it can go, I'm afraid, is higher still, and you end up sound like Minnie Mouse on helium. So center yourself. What you do is you get up to that podium and you breathe out. And immediately do that, your voice drops by about half an octave and your shoulders come away from your ears. It really works. I do lots of voiceovers and I always do that before I start. The next thing is about varying your pace and pitch. Sometimes people speak with a monotone, maybe actually because that's the natural way that they speak, but it's very difficult to listen to. If that's you, what I'd advise is recording a piece of text that you're reading. So anything, something out of the newspaper. Record that, then record it again, but this time what you do is you underline the words that are important in each sentence, and when you record it, you say those with particular emphasis. And in your head, it'll sound really weird. But oddly, when you listen to it back, you'll discover that actually you sound much more interesting in that second version. So try that again, it really works. Now, a thing about moving around on the stage. There are lots of people who are roamers, and they roam because that's where they feel comfortable, but actually roam too much and it can be really, really distracting, especially if the presentation is very short. So try and keep relatively still and restrict your arm movements, but don't eliminate them altogether. Watch how politicians do it, some of the best ones. They've really cracked it, and particularly use open arm gestures, which is better than being like this and being closed. Open implies that you want your audience with you. So the final thing here is one you're going to hate me for, and this tip is to watch yourself back. I say this because all of us do things when we're under pressure that we're not actually aware of. It's a bit like poker players have a tell when they're under pressure or they're bluffing. You'll do it when you're under pressure doing a presentation. So you have to watch a recording of yourself, and here comes the health warning, you will hate it. It's just a terrible thing to do. I remember when I did my first recording for the BBC and I watched myself and I just thought I'd die. It was all that bad. But I improved, and it is the only way to improve, is to see yourself, to see what you're doing, and then try and correct it the next time round. But I warn you, if you do partake of alcohol, I advise something fairly strong to hand, because it won't be a pretty sight. But it is, as I said, the only way to get better. Enjoy your presentations. You will get better and better at them, I promise.